Let us begin by understanding that these four elements, your mouth, your mind, your mood, and your money, are not separate entities, but rather interconnected aspects of your consciousness. They are the pillars upon which the temple of your life is built. And just as a maestro conducts an orchestra, you have the power to conduct these elements of your life with grace, precision, and purpose. First, let us consider the mouth. Your words are not mere sounds that dissipate into the air. They are living, breathing manifestations of your inner world. Every word you speak is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Consider carefully, my dear friends, what kind of harvest you wish to reap. For as surely as night follows day, your words will return to you, manifested in the physical world. When you speak, you are engaging in a divine act of creation. You are, in essence, speaking your world into existence. This is not mere metaphor, but the very principle upon which our reality is constructed. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You, my dear friends, are that God in human form, and your words carry the same creative power. Consider for a moment the words you use in your daily life. Are they words of lack or abundance, of fear or love, of limitation or infinite possibility? I urge you to become acutely aware of your verbal expressions. Listen to yourself as you speak. Are your words aligned with your desires, with the life you wish to create? If you find yourself habitually speaking of problems, of difficulties, of things you do not want, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself of your divine nature, of your power to create. Then, consciously choose words that reflect the reality you wish to experience. Speak of abundance, of joy, of love, of success, not as distant possibilities, but as present facts. Remember, my dear friends, that your subconscious mind does not discriminate between what you want and what you do not want. It simply accepts what you repeatedly tell it through your words and feelings. Therefore, frame your speech always in the positive. Instead of saying, I don't want to be poor, say, I am abundantly prosperous. Instead of, I hope I don't fail, say, I succeed in all my endeavors. This control of the mouth is not about suppressing your true feelings or denying your current circumstances. It is about consciously choosing to align your speech with your desired reality. It is about speaking from the end, from the state of wish fulfilled, rather than from the limited perspective of your current situation. As you master this control of your mouth, you will find that your mind naturally begins to follow suit. For the mind and the mouth are intimately connected, each influencing and reinforcing the other. Your thoughts become your words, and your words in turn shape your thoughts. It is a divine dance, a cosmic interplay that you have the power to direct. Now let us turn our attention to the mind. Your mind, my dear friends, is the most powerful tool in the universe. It is the workshop wherein you fashion the template of your life. Every experience you have, every circumstance you encounter is first conceived in the realm of your mind. The control of your mind begins with the recognition of its true nature. Your mind is not confined to the physical brain. It extends far beyond the boundaries of your skull, encompassing all of creation. In truth, there is only one mind, the universal mind, and your individual mind is but a center of awareness within this infinite sea of consciousness. With this understanding, you begin to grasp the enormity of your power. Your thoughts are not private affairs, locked away in the recesses of your brain. They are living, vibrating energies that go forth into the universe, attracting and creating in accordance with their nature. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. This is not poetic language, but a statement of cosmic law. To control your mind is to become the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. It is to take conscious charge of the creative process that is constantly unfolding in your life. But how does one achieve this control? It begins with awareness. Become the observer of your thoughts. Watch them as they arise without judgment, without attachment. As you cultivate this awareness, you will begin to notice patterns in your thinking. You may discover habitual thoughts of lack, of unworthiness, of fear. Do not be discouraged by these discoveries. They are not indictments of your character, but opportunities for transformation. For in becoming aware of these thought patterns, you gain the power to change them. The key to transforming your thoughts lies in your power of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true, your subconscious mind accepts as fact and proceeds to bring into your experience. Therefore, assume only the best for yourself and others. Assume that you are worthy, that you are loved, that you are abundantly prosperous. Assume that the universe is friendly, that life is on your side. This assumption is not a mere intellectual exercise. It must be felt, embraced with every level of your being, for your subconscious mind is moved not by idle fancy, but by the depth of your feeling. Whatever you feel is true, whatever you accept as real in the depth of your being, must inevitably express itself in your outer world. As you assume these states, these new patterns of thought, you may encounter resistance from your old habitual thinking. This is natural. The mind, like any muscle, requires training to develop new strengths. Be patient with yourself. Persist in your new assumptions. For remember, my dear friends, persistence is the secret. What you persist in assuming, despite all evidence to the contrary, will inevitably harden into fact. In this process of controlling your mind, imagination plays a crucial role. Your imagination is the gateway between the visible and the invisible, between the world of effects and the world of causes. It is through your imagination that you can enter into the state of your wish fulfilled, experiencing now what you desire to experience in the future. Use your imagination deliberately, consciously. Before you sleep each night, enter into a state of deep relaxation. Then, with your inner eye, see yourself as you wish to be. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the fulfillment of your desire already accomplished. Fall asleep in this state, allowing your subconscious mind to work throughout the night, aligning all the forces necessary to bring your assumption into physical reality. As you master this control of your mind, you will find that your mood naturally elevates. For mood is but the emotional atmosphere created by your dominant thoughts and beliefs. And here we come to the third element of our discussion, the control of your mood. Your mood, my dear friends, is not at the mercy of external circumstances. It is not determined by what happens to you, but by your interpretation of what happens. And this interpretation is entirely within your control. You have the power to choose your mood regardless of external conditions. This may seem a bold claim, especially when faced with challenging circumstances. But I assure you, it is the truth. Your mood is a choice, a decision you make moment by moment. And it is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. For your mood colors your entire experience of life. Consider for a moment the last time you were in a jovial mood. Did not the world seem brighter? Did not even mundane tasks take on a sense of joy? Conversely, think of a time when you were in a foul mood. Did not even pleasant circumstances seem tainted? This is the power of mood. It is the lens through which you perceive and interact with the world. To control your mood is to take charge of this lens. It is to consciously choose the emotional state from which you will approach life. And the most effective way to do this is through the power of feeling. For feeling is the secret, the key that unlocks the door to all creation. When you wish to shift your mood, do not struggle against your current emotional state. Instead, ask yourself, how would I feel if my desire were already fulfilled? What would be my mood if I were already the person I wish to be? Then, with all the intensity you can muster, feel that feeling. Let it permeate every cell of your body. This is not mere positive thinking or emotional suppression. It is a fundamental shift in your state of being. It is stepping into the skin of your ideal self, assuming the mood that naturally accompanies the fulfillment of your desires. As you persist in this feeling, you will find your mood shifting, aligning with your assumed state. Remember, my dear friends, that your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you actually experience. Therefore, as you assume the mood of your wish fulfilled, your subconscious accepts this as reality and begins to rearrange your outer world to match this inner state. This control of mood is particularly powerful when dealing with challenging circumstances. When faced with seeming adversity, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself of your divine nature, of your power to choose your response. Then, consciously choose a mood of confidence, of assurance, of knowing that all is working out for your highest good. As you practice this control of mood, you may find that certain people, places, or activities naturally elevate your emotional state. Seek these out. Surround yourself with those who inspire and uplift you. Engage in activities that bring you joy and peace, for your environment plays a significant role in shaping your mood. However, do not become dependent on external factors to maintain your desired mood. The ultimate goal is to cultivate an inner state of joy and peace that is unshakable, regardless of external circumstances. This comes through consistent practice, through repeatedly choosing your desired mood, until it becomes your natural state of being. As you master the control of your mouth, mind, and mood, you will find that control of your money naturally follows. For money, my dear friends, is but a symbol, a representation of the energy exchange in our physical world. And like all things in our universe, it responds to the law of assumption. Your financial situation is not determined by external economic conditions, by your background, or by chance. It is a direct reflection of your consciousness about money, your beliefs about wealth, your feelings about abundance, your assumptions about your worthiness to receive. All these form the template upon which your financial reality is built. To control your money, therefore, is to control your consciousness about money. It begins with examining your current beliefs about wealth. What did you learn about money in your childhood? What assumptions do you hold about rich people? About your own ability to create wealth? Bring these beliefs to the surface of your awareness, for only then can you begin to change them. Many people unknowingly harbor negative beliefs about money. They may believe that money is the root of all evil, that wealth only comes through struggle, or that they are somehow unworthy of abundance. If you find such beliefs within yourself, do not judge them. Simply recognize them for what they are, limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Once you have identified these limiting beliefs, you can begin to replace them with empowering ones. Assume that money is a natural and good part of life. Assume that wealth flows to you easily and abundantly. Assume that you are worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. Remember, my dear friends, that the universe is limitless abundance. There is no scarcity in the mind of God. Therefore, as you align your consciousness with this truth, as you assume a state of abundance, you have opened yourself to the infinite flow of universal supply. This assumption of wealth must be more than a mere intellectual exercise. It must be felt, embraced with every fiber of your being. Feel the joy of abundance. Feel the security of financial freedom. Feel the excitement of being able to bless others with your wealth. For it is your feeling that gives life to your assumption, that impresses it upon your subconscious mind. As you cultivate this feeling of wealth, you may find that opportunities for increasing your financial abundance begin to present themselves. A new job offer may come your way. A business idea may spark in your mind. An unexpected windfall may occur. These are not coincidences, but the natural result of your shift in consciousness. However, do not become fixated on the particular means by which your wealth will come. Your job is not to figure out how your assumption will be realized, but simply to persist in the assumption. The universe has infinite channels through which it can deliver your good to you. Trust in this infinite intelligence to bring about the fulfillment of your desire in ways that may surpass your current imagination. In this process of controlling your money, gratitude plays a crucial role. Be thankful for the abundance you already have, no matter how small it may seem. For gratitude is the attitude that brings more to be grateful for. It aligns you with the frequency of abundance, opening you to receive even greater good. Moreover, cultivate a consciousness of giving. For giving and receiving are but two aspects of the same divine flow. As you give freely and joyously, you affirm your trust in the abundance of the universe. You demonstrate your faith that as you give, so shall you receive. This attitude of generous giving opens the floodgates of universal supply. Remember, my dear friends, that money is energy. It responds to your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions about it. Therefore, treat money with respect. Appreciate it when it comes into your life. Use it wisely and for the highest good. As you do so, you become a good steward of wealth, and the universe entrusts you with even greater abundance. As you practice these principles, as you learn to control your mouth, mind, mood, and mind mood, for these four elements are not isolated aspects of your existence, but interconnected facets of your being. As you master one, you inevitably influence the others. Your controlled speech leads to controlled thoughts, which create an elevated mood, which in turn attracts greater abundance. This abundance then reinforces your positive speech and thoughts, creating an upward spiral of ever-increasing joy, peace, and prosperity. But remember, my dear friends, that this control is not about rigid discipline or false positivity. It is about aligning yourself with your true nature, with the divine power that resides within you. It is about becoming a conscious co-creator with the universe, deliberately shaping your reality through the power of your assumption. This journey of control is not always easy. There will be times when old habits resurface, when doubts creep in, when external circumstances seem to contradict your assumptions. In these moments, don't despair. Do not judge yourself harshly. Simply recognize these challenges as opportunities for growth, as chances to strengthen your newfound control. Persist in your assumptions, no matter what. For remember, persistence is the secret. What you persist in assuming, despite all evidence to the contrary, must inevitably harden into fact. Your outer world has no choice but to reflect your inner convictions. As you continue on this path, you will find that your control becomes more natural, more effortless. What once required conscious effort becomes your default state of being. You will speak words of power without thinking. Your mind will naturally dwell on thoughts of abundance and joy. Your mood will stabilize at a high vibration, and money will flow to you with ease and grace. But do not stop there, my dear friends. For this control is not an end in itself, but a means to a greater purpose. As you master these aspects of your being, you become a beacon of light in the world. You become a living testament to the power that resides within each human being. Use your controlled speech to uplift and inspire others. Use your disciplined mind to solve problems and create innovations that benefit humanity. Let your elevated mood bring joy and comfort to those around you. Use your abundance to make a positive difference in the world. For in truth, we are all one. As you elevate yourself, you elevate all of humanity. As you transform your own life, you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. This is the ultimate purpose of the control we have discussed tonight, not merely personal gain, but the upliftment of all beings. So go forth, my dear friends, with this newfound understanding. Practice these principles diligently. Learn to control your mouth, mind, mood, and money, but do so with love, with joy, with a sense of playful exploration. For you are embarking on the greatest adventure possible, the discovery and expression of your true divine nature. Remember always that you are not a mere mortal struggling in a hostile world. You are a divine being, a child of the infinite, temporarily wearing a human costume. All the power of the universe resides within you. As you learn to control these aspects of your being, you are simply allowing more of your true self to shine through. Speak with the authority of a God. Think with the wisdom of the universe. Feel the joy of your divine nature. Create abundance as naturally as the sun gives light. For this is your birthright, your true inheritance. And so, my dear friends, I leave you with this final thought. The control we have discussed tonight is not about dominating or manipulating your reality. It is about awakening to your true power, about aligning yourself with the divine flow of life. It is about becoming who you truly are. As you leave this place tonight, carry with you the knowledge of your divine nature. Let it infuse every word you speak, every thought you think, every feeling you experience, every dollar you earn or spend. Let it guide you in every moment, in every decision. For as you do so, as you learn to control these aspects of your being, you will find that you are not really controlling them at all. You are simply allowing your true self, your divine nature, to express itself more fully through you. And in that expression, you will find freedom, joy, and a peace that passes all understanding. Go now and be the masters of your reality that you were always meant to be. Speak your world into existence. Think thoughts worthy of your divine heritage. Feel the joy of your true nature. Create abundance as effortlessly as you breathe. For this is your destiny, your purpose, your very reason for being. And know that as you do so, as you master this control, you are fulfilling the grandest purpose of all. You are allowing God to express more fully through you. You are becoming a clearer channel for the divine to enter this world. You are, in essence, letting your light shine. So shine bright, my dear friends. Shine with all the radiance of your controlled speech, your disciplined mind, your edited mood, and your effort. Shine so brightly that others cannot help but be illuminated by your light. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. Remember, the power is within you. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. It is closer than your breath, nearer than your heartbeat. It is not something to be attained, but something to be realized, to be expressed, to be lived. As you leave here tonight, carry this truth with you. Let it be your guiding light, your constant companion. Let it inform every aspect of your being, your mouth, your mind, your mood, and your money. For as you do so, you will find that life becomes a joyous adventure, a grand exploration of your infinite potential. And so, my dear friends, I bid you good night. But know that this is not an ending, but a beginning of a new life, a new way of being, a life of conscious creation, of deliberate manifestation, of joyous self-expression. Go forth and create miracles. Go forth and live the life you have always dreamed of. Go forth and be the divine beings that you truly are. For in doing so, you fulfill your highest purpose, you express your truest nature, and you bring heaven to earth. Good night, my dear friends. And may your journey of control and self-realization be filled with joy, wonder, and endless discovery. For you are the makers of your destiny, the authors of your story, the creators of your reality. Embrace this power, use it wisely, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Remember, it all begins with you, with your mouth, your mind, your mood, and your money. Master these, and you master your world. For in truth, there is no world out there independent of your consciousness. It all exists within you, waiting to be called forth by your creative power. So call forth a world of beauty, of love, of abundance. Call forth a reality that reflects your highest vision of yourself and of humanity. For as you do so, you participate in the greatest act of creation possible, the conscious evolution of human consciousness. And with that, my dear friends, I leave you to your own divine exploration. May your words be powerful, your thoughts elevated, your mood joyous, and your abundance limitless. For this is your true nature, your divine birthright. Good night and God bless you all.
The universe is a magnificent mirror, reflecting back the energy you project into it. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold, these are the frequencies you send out into the vast expanse. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, responds not to your words, not to your wishes, but to the energy behind them. It doesn't matter if you say you want abundance. If your energy vibrates with doubt or fear, the universe will echo that back to you. To align with the universe and manifest your desires within 48 hours, you must first take responsibility for your inner world. Begin by quieting your mind and tuning into your heart. Feel the stillness, the peace that already exists within you. This is your connection to the divine energy that powers the universe. When you cultivate this sense of peace, you elevate your frequency, opening the channels for your desires to flow into your life effortlessly. The secret lies in living as though your desires have already manifested. Don't wait for the evidence to feel grateful, feel the gratitude now. Don't wait for success to feel confident, embody that confidence in this very moment. When you act and feel as though your dreams are already real, you send a powerful signal to the universe. That signal says, I am ready, I am aligned, I am open to receive, and the universe cannot help but respond in kind. Visualization is your tool for bending reality. Close your eyes and see yourself living the life you dream of. Feel it with every fiber of your being. Smell the air, hear the sounds, and experience the joy as if it's happening now. Hold this vision in your mind, not with a sense of longing, but with a sense of knowing. You are not asking for something outside of yourself. You are recognizing the infinite power within you to call it into existence. Energy flows where attention goes. What you focus on expands. Release the grip of doubt, fear, and negativity. Instead, fill your mind with thoughts that empower you. Speak words that uplift you. Surround yourself with people and environments that match the vibration of your desires. Every moment is an opportunity to choose alignment, to choose faith, to choose love. Trust the process. You don't need to know how your desires will come to you. The universe orchestrates miracles far beyond your imagination. Your job is to stay in alignment, to keep your energy pure and high, and to move with inspired action when the opportunity arises. Be patient, but be unwavering in your belief. Know that what you have set in motion cannot be stopped. Your energy is your greatest currency. The universe is always listening, always responding. Shift your energy, and you will shift your reality. This is not magic, it is the divine law of creation. You hold the power, and the universe is ready to meet you. The energy you project into the universe is not just a force, it is a language, a conversation with the divine fabric of existence. Everything around you, every experience, every person you encounter is a response to this unspoken dialogue. The universe doesn't interpret words as you might think. Instead, it reads the vibration behind them. It listens to your feelings, your beliefs, and the energy you emit consistently. Imagine for a moment that you are a magnet. This magnet doesn't pull or push based on effort, it simply attracts what is aligned with its frequency. If you hold an energy of abundance, joy, and certainty, you will naturally draw circumstances, opportunities, and people that resonate with those vibrations. Conversely, if your energy is steeped in fear, doubt, or resentment, the universe mirrors those frequencies back to you as well. It's not about blame or punishment, it's about alignment and resonance. The key to unlocking the manifestation of your desires lies in deliberate creation. This starts with clarity. The universe thrives on specificity, not because it needs your detailed instructions, but because clarity shapes your own energy. Take time to visualize exactly what you want. If it's success, imagine the feeling of accomplishment as if it has already arrived. If it's love, feel the warmth of that connection in your heart. The clearer your vision, the more precise your vibration, and the stronger the universe's response. Gratitude amplifies this process exponentially. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a frequency that aligns you with the abundance of the universe. When you are grateful, you are in a state of receiving. You signal to the universe that you recognize the blessings already present in your life, no matter how small. This recognition creates a powerful ripple effect. The more you express gratitude, the more the universe gives you reasons to be grateful. It becomes a cycle of abundance, a continuous flow of giving and receiving. However, this process requires faith. Faith is not passive, it is active and alive. Faith means trusting the unseen, believing in the reality of your desires before they manifest. It's easy to doubt when evidence is lacking, but true faith doesn't rely on what the eyes can see. Instead, it looks inward, to the power of your own energy and the infinite potential of the universe. When you trust deeply, you remove resistance, and in doing so, you create space for miracles to unfold. Resistance is the only thing that can slow down or block the manifestation of your desires. Resistance often takes the form of negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, or emotional baggage. It's the voice that says, "I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard," or "why hasn't it happened yet?" To dissolve resistance, you must become aware of it. Notice these thoughts without judgment and replace them with empowering affirmations. Remind yourself that you are worthy, that you are capable, and that the universe is always working in your favor. Letting go is another essential piece of the puzzle. This doesn't mean giving up on your desires, it means releasing the need to control how and when they will come to fruition. When you cling tightly to an outcome, you send a message of lack and desperation. But when you let go, you show trust in the process. You allow the universe to bring your desires to you in the most perfect way and at the most divine time. Letting go is freedom. It's the act of stepping back and allowing the flow of energy to guide you. Your energy also thrives in the present moment. The past is a memory, and the future is a potential. Neither holds the power that the present does. When you dwell in the present, fully immersed in the here and now, your energy becomes pure and potent. In this state, you align with the creative force of the universe. You can feel your connection to everything, and it is in this connection that your power to manifest becomes limitless. Visualization is more than just seeing images in your mind, it's about embodying the emotions and sensations of your desired reality. When you visualize, engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents, and see the details vividly. But most importantly, feel the joy, the excitement, the peace, or whatever emotion your desire brings. This emotional engagement raises your vibration and creates a magnetic pull toward your desires. The more often you practice this, the stronger your connection to your manifestations becomes. Action is an extension of your energy. While your vibration sets the foundation, inspired action bridges the gap between your desires and their physical manifestation. Inspired action doesn't feel forced, it feels natural and aligned. It's the idea that comes to you unexpectedly, the opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere. When these moments arise, act on them with confidence. Trust that these are the breadcrumbs the universe has laid out for you to follow. Forgiveness is a profound way to clear energy and make space for manifestation. When you hold on to resentment or anger, you anchor yourself to lower vibrations. Forgiveness isn't about condoning what happened, it's about releasing the weight of it. By forgiving others and yourself, you free your energy, allowing it to flow freely toward what you desire. This act of letting go opens doors that were previously blocked by negative emotions. Self-love is at the core of manifestation. The way you treat yourself, the thoughts you think about yourself, and the energy you direct inward all contribute to your vibration. When you love yourself unconditionally, you align with the energy of the universe, which is pure love. Speak kindly to yourself, honor your needs, and celebrate your journey. The more you pour love into yourself, the more the universe reflects that love back to you in the form of your desires. Meditation is a powerful tool for aligning your energy. It allows you to quiet the noise of the outside world and connect deeply with your inner self. In this state of stillness, you can tune into the frequency of your desires and reinforce your alignment with the universe. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can create profound shifts in your energy and bring clarity to your intentions. Remember, the universe responds not just to what you want, but to who you are being. If you want abundance, embody abundance. If you want love, embody love. Become the energy of your desires, and the universe will respond in kind. This is the law of resonance, the principle that like attracts like. You are not separate from your desires, you are one with them. When you embrace this truth, manifestation becomes a natural extension of your being. Keep your faith unshakable, your energy aligned, and your actions inspired. Know that the universe is always working in harmony with your highest good. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take contributes to the reality you experience. You are the creator, and the universe is your willing partner, ready to bring your dreams into reality. The essence of creation lies in the understanding that everything is energy. The walls around you, the air you breathe, even the thoughts you think, all of it vibrates at specific frequencies. These vibrations interact constantly, shaping the reality you experience. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that your thoughts and emotions are not trivial, they are powerful forces capable of shifting the fabric of your existence. You must learn to direct this energy intentionally. Many people move through life unaware of the energy they are emitting. They focus on what they lack, complain about circumstances, and dwell on fears. This scattered negative energy sends mixed signals to the universe, and the response is equally chaotic. To manifest effectively, you must become a master of your inner world. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. The universe doesn't distinguish between I want and I don't want. It responds solely to the energy behind your focus. Emotions are the fuel that drives your manifestations. If thoughts are the blueprint, emotions are the engine. When you feel joy, gratitude, and love, you radiate high-frequency energy that aligns with the flow of abundance in the universe. On the other hand, feelings of anger, envy, or despair create resistance, blocking the flow. This is why it's essential to cultivate positive emotions, even when external circumstances seem challenging. Your feelings are your greatest tools for shaping your reality. Affirmations are a powerful way to realign your energy. Words carry vibrations, and when spoken with belief and intention, they can transform your energy. Affirmations are not about convincing yourself of something false, they are about affirming the truth of your potential. Speak as though your desires are already yours. Say, I am abundant, I am loved, I am successful. Let these words sink into your being and become the foundation of your energy. Over time, these affirmations reshape your subconscious mind, which in turn reshapes your reality. Surrounding yourself with the right environment is equally crucial. Energy is contagious, and the people and spaces you immerse yourself in influence your vibration. Seek out environments that uplift you, inspire you, and align with your desires. Avoid toxic influences that drain your energy or pull you into negativity. Your surroundings should reflect the life you are manifesting, creating a sanctuary where your energy can flourish. One of the most underestimated aspects of manifestation is self-belief. You cannot receive what you do not believe you deserve. If deep down you feel unworthy of love, success, or happiness, your energy will reflect that belief, and the universe will mirror it back to you. To shift this, you must cultivate a sense of worthiness. Recognize that you are a divine being, inherently worthy of every good thing. Your worth is not determined by your past mistakes or external achievements, it is intrinsic and unchanging. Patience is a virtue in this process. While some manifestations can occur rapidly, others require time to align. The universe operates on divine timing, orchestrating events in a way that serves your highest good. Trust in this timing. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, nurture it, and trust that it will bloom in its season. Manifestation works the same way. Stay focused, stay aligned, and trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. Doubt is the thief of manifestation. It creeps in when you let external circumstances dictate your energy. Perhaps you look at your bank account or your relationship status and think, this isn't working. But manifestation requires unwavering faith. Even when reality seems to contradict your desires, hold on to your vision. Remember, your current circumstances are not your final destination, they are simply the result of past energy. Shift your focus to the future you are creating, and let that guide your feelings and actions. One of the most powerful practices for aligning your energy is to act as if your desire has already manifested. If you want wealth, carry yourself with the confidence of someone who is financially free. If you desire love, embody the qualities of a loving partner. Acting as if bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It aligns your energy with your desires, signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. Journaling can also be a transformative tool in this journey. When you write about your desires as though they have already come true, you anchor them in your reality. Begin each entry with, I am so grateful that, and describe your life in vivid detail. Pour your emotions onto the page, feeling the joy and excitement of living your dream. This practice not only clarifies your vision, but also intensifies the vibration you emit. Sleep is another powerful state for manifestation. As you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind becomes highly receptive. Use this time to impress your desires upon your mind. Visualize your dreams as though they are happening right now. Feel the emotions of having them and let those feelings carry you into sleep. During the night, your subconscious will work tirelessly to align your energy with your desires, drawing them closer to you. Let go of the need to know every step of the journey. The how is not your responsibility, it belongs to the universe. Your job is to maintain your energy and take inspired action when opportunities present themselves. When you release the need for control, you open yourself to possibilities far greater than you could imagine. Trust that the universe has a plan, one that is perfectly tailored to your growth and fulfillment. Energy alignment is not a one-time event, it is a continuous practice. There will be moments when you falter, when doubt creeps in, or when external circumstances challenge your faith. In those moments, return to your center. Meditate, visualize, affirm, and feel gratitude. These practices are your tools for recalibrating your energy and staying on the path of manifestation. Understand that you are not separate from the universe, you are a part of it. The same energy that moves the stars, grows the trees, and creates life itself flows through you. You are a co-creator, and your energy is your contribution to the grand design. When you align with this truth, you step into your power, realizing that the universe is not outside of you but within you. Everything you desire is already available in the infinite field of possibilities. The moment you align your energy with it, you draw it into your reality. This is not a process of chasing or striving, it is a process of becoming. As you shift your energy, the universe shifts with you, responding to your vibration with precision and grace. Your journey of manifestation is a sacred dance with the universe. It is a journey of trust, alignment, and unwavering belief. Every thought, every feeling, and every action is a step in this dance, moving you closer to the life you envision. Embrace the process, cherish the lessons, and know that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. You are the creator, and your energy is the key to manifesting everything you desire. Each moment you spend cultivating the right energy brings you closer to the reality you desire. Think of your thoughts and emotions as a river flowing towards a destination. The strength and clarity of that flow determine how quickly and smoothly you reach your goal. When you allow negativity, doubt, or fear to enter, it's like placing obstacles in the river, slowing down or even redirecting its path. But when you maintain a steady current of belief, gratitude, and joy, the river becomes unstoppable. Your imagination is one of the greatest tools in shaping your energy. Visualizing is not merely daydreaming, it is an act of creation. When you close your eyes and vividly picture your desired life, you send a signal to the universe that says, "This is my reality." The clearer and more emotionally charged your visualization, the stronger that signal becomes. See yourself walking through the home of your dreams. Hear the laughter of your loved ones. Feel the excitement of achieving your goals. Let every sense come alive in your mind, making the vision as real as possible. Gratitude is a magnetic force that amplifies your energy. When you focus on what you are thankful for, you shift your attention away from lack and towards abundance. This shift not only uplifts your spirit but also aligns you with the frequency of receiving. Start each day by listing a few things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Feel the warmth of gratitude in your heart and let it radiate outward. The more you appreciate the good in your life, the more good the universe will bring to you. Intuition plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. Often the universe responds to your energy by presenting opportunities, ideas, or nudges that guide you towards your desires. These moments of insight may come as a quiet whisper, a sudden inspiration, or a feeling that something is right. Trust these signs and act on them without hesitation. Intuition is the language of the universe, and by listening to it, you align yourself with its flow. Forgiveness is another vital aspect of maintaining high-frequency energy. Holding on to resentment, anger, or guilt weighs down your vibration, creating resistance in the manifestation process. To truly align with abundance, you must let go of past hurts and mistakes. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongs, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden they carry. Release those negative energies and make space for the blessings that are waiting to enter your life. Faith is the foundation of all manifestation. Even when the path ahead is unclear or obstacles arise, hold on to the belief that your desires are on their way. Faith is not about ignoring reality, but about trusting in possibilities beyond what you can see. It is the bridge between your present circumstances and your future dreams. With faith, you create a powerful resonance that draws your desires closer with unwavering certainty. There is a balance to be struck between intention and surrender. While it's important to focus on what you want and take inspired action, it's equally crucial to release the need to control every detail. Obsessing over outcomes or timelines creates tension and blocks the flow of energy. Instead, set your intentions clearly, align your energy with them, and then let go. Trust that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition. The people you interact with can have a profound effect on your energy. Choose to surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, who believe in your dreams and encourage your growth. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy or fill your mind with doubt. Your circle should reflect the life you are creating, acting as a source of support and positivity. Meditation is a powerful practice for aligning your energy. In stillness, you connect with the essence of the universe and gain clarity on your desires. Use meditation to quiet your mind, visualize your goals, and tune into the frequency of abundance. Even a few minutes a day can create a profound shift in your energy, helping you manifest more effectively.
The great secret I wish to impart to you tonight concerns that mystical state between wakefulness and slumber. That precious interval when your conscious, reasoning mind begins to slip away, and you enter the realm of the subconscious, the realm where all creation begins. It is in this drowsy, receptive state that you can plant the seed of your desire with the greatest effectiveness. For in this state, your conscious mind's resistance is at its lowest. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. When I speak of asking the universe, I am not suggesting that you plead with some external deity or force. The universe I speak of is not separate from you. It is you, in your truest essence. Your wonderful human imagination is God in action, and when you enter that state akin to sleep, you are entering the realm where this divine aspect of yourself operates with unfettered power. Consider for a moment the words of Scripture. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. This is not mere poetry. It is a profound truth about the nature of consciousness and creation. The sleep state is when the deepest impressions are made upon our subconscious mind, which then proceeds to externalize these impressions in our three-dimensional world. I have tested this principle countless times, both in my own life and in the lives of those who have applied my teachings. The results are invariably the same. What you impress upon your subconscious mind as you drift into sleep will, with mathematical precision, objectify itself in your world. This is not magic. It is the law of consciousness. Let me illustrate this with a personal experience. Many years ago, I desired to travel to Barbados to see my family. However, I had no money for passage, and there seemed to be no logical way that such a journey could be undertaken. Rather than dwelling on the seeming impossibility of my desire, I began to practice what I am sharing with you tonight. As I lay in my bed each night, approaching that boundary between wakefulness and sleep, I would imagine that I was already in Barbados. I would feel the tropical warmth on my skin. I would hear the distinct accent of the islanders. I would feel the embraces of my family members. I would smell the unique fragrances of my island home. In short, I would live in my imagination, as though I were already experiencing what I desired to experience. I did not question how this would come to pass. I did not concern myself with the means. I simply lived in my imagination, from the end being the fulfillment of my desire. And then I would drift into sleep, carrying this feeling of fulfillment with me. Within a matter of weeks, against all odds and through a series of events that no one could have predicted, I received not only the funds for passage, but a first-class ticket to Barbados. The outer circumstances rearranged themselves to conform to my inner assumption. This is the principle I want you to grasp tonight, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, impressed upon your subconscious mind as you fall asleep, must objectify itself in your external world. This is not a matter of hope or positive thinking. It is a matter of law. You see, your subconscious mind accepts as true whatever you impress upon it in that drowsy state before sleep. It does not question, it does not argue. It simply accepts and then proceeds to bring about the conditions and events that correspond to that impression. Your subconscious mind is the fertile soil in which the seeds of your imagination take root and grow into the flowers of objective reality. Now let me be very specific about the technique itself. Tonight, when you retire to your bed, decide exactly what it is that you want to manifest in your life. It could be anything: a specific sum of money, a new home, a relationship, perfect health, a particular job or position. The nature of the desire is not important. What is important is the clarity with which you define it. Once you have decided upon your desire, construct in your mind's eye a scene which would imply that your desire has already been fulfilled. If it is wealth you seek, perhaps you would imagine yourself looking at a bank statement showing your desired balance. If it is health, you might imagine a doctor congratulating you on your perfect health. If it is a relationship, you could imagine yourself in a tender moment with your beloved. The scene you choose should be one that would naturally occur after your desire has been fulfilled. It should be brief, for the human mind cannot concentrate for long on a single image without wavering, and it should be as detailed and as sensory rich as you can make it. Now, as you lie in your bed, begin to relax your body completely. Start with your feet and work upward, consciously releasing tension from each part of your body. Take slow, deep breaths. Feel yourself becoming heavier and more peaceful with each exhalation. As your body relaxes, bring your chosen scene to mind. Enter into it as though you were entering a real physical environment. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, smell the scents that would be present. And most importantly, feel the emotions you would feel if this scene were actually occurring right now. The feeling is the secret. You must feel as though your desire is already fulfilled. This feeling, this conviction of the reality of your imagined scene is what impresses your subconscious mind and sets in motion the chain of events that will lead to the objectification of your desire. As you continue to immerse yourself in this scene, feeling the reality of it, you will gradually drift towards sleep. Do not fight this drift. Welcome it. For as you cross the threshold into sleep with your imagined scene still vivid in your consciousness, you are planting the seed of your desire in the most fertile soil possible. And then, having done this, let go. Do not wake in the morning and immediately begin to question when or how your desire will manifest. Such questioning implies doubt. And doubt is the enemy of manifestation. Instead, carry with you throughout your day the quiet conviction that what you have imagined is now in the process of becoming a reality. You need not repeat this exercise indefinitely. A seed properly planted will grow of its own accord. In the same way, an impression properly made upon the subconscious mind will externalize itself without further effort on your part. Though if it brings you joy to repeat the exercise, by all means do so. Remember, the law of consciousness operates with perfect precision. Just as a farmer who plants corn can rest assured that corn, not wheat, will grow, so can you rest assured that the seed of your desire, properly planted in the fertile soil of subconscious mind, will grow into the harvest of your desire fulfilled? I have seen this principle work wonders in the lives of countless individuals. I have seen those who were destitute become wealthy, those who were ill become healthy, those who were lonely find love, and those who were failures become successes. In every case, the principle was the same. They impressed upon their subconscious minds, in the drowsy state before sleep, the feeling of their wishes fulfilled. Let me share another experience that illustrates this principle. A woman who attended my lectures was in a difficult marriage. Her husband was emotionally distant, critical, and unloving. Rather than focusing on his flaws, which would only perpetuate her undesirable situation, she decided to apply the principle I am sharing with you tonight. Each night, as she prepared for sleep, she would imagine a scene in which her husband was expressing love and appreciation for her. She would feel his arms around her, hear his loving words, and experience the joy of being in a harmonious relationship. Within a matter of weeks, her husband's attitude began to change. He became more attentive, more loving, more the man she had imagined him to be. Was it her husband who changed? Or was it her concept of her husband? I tell you, it was her concept. For everyone in your world is yourself pushed out. This brings me to another crucial aspect of this principle. You must take full responsibility for your life experience. If there are aspects of your life that you find unsatisfactory, know that they are the outpicturing of your own states of consciousness. Change the state of consciousness, and you change the outer manifestation. This is why it is so vital to be vigilant about what you allow to occupy your mind as you drift into sleep. If you fall asleep rehearsing your problems, reliving unpleasant experiences, or entertaining fears about the future, you are in effect asking the universe to give you more of the same. Your subconscious mind does not judge whether what you impress upon it is desirable or undesirable. It simply accepts and manifests. Therefore, regardless of how challenging your current circumstances may be, discipline yourself to enter the sleep state from a position of power and positivity. Imagine the best, feel the best, and that is what you will manifest. Now, some of you may be wondering, but what if I fall asleep before I complete my imaginal scene? Do not be concerned. Even a brief impression, if felt with intensity and conviction, is sufficient to impregnate the subconscious mind. In fact, falling asleep in the midst of your imaginal act is ideal, for it means that you have carried your impression across the threshold into the realm of the subconscious. Others may ask, how long will it take for my desire to manifest? This I cannot tell you, for time is a construct of the conscious mind, not the subconscious. Some desires manifest almost immediately, while others may take weeks, months, or even years. The important thing is to maintain your faith in the reality of your imaginal act, and to live from the assumption that what you have imagined is now in the process of becoming a reality. I must also address another common concern. What if I have conflicting desires? This is indeed a challenging situation, for the subconscious mind, being impersonal, will faithfully manifest whatever is impressed upon it. If you impress conflicting desires, you will experience conflicting results, or possibly no results at all, as the opposing forces neutralize each other. Therefore, it is important to clarify your desires to ensure that they are in harmony with one another, and to focus on one primary desire. As that desire manifests, you can then turn your attention to the next. Let me also caution you against using this principle to manipulate or control others against their will. While it is true that everyone in your world is yourself pushed out, and you can therefore influence how others appear to you by changing your concept of them, it is not wise to use this principle with the specific intention of making others do your bidding. Instead, focus on the essence of what you desire, the feeling of being loved, of being respected, of being successful, of being healthy, and allow the universe to orchestrate the means by which these feelings are delivered to you. The universe, being infinite in potential, will often surprise you with manifestations far more wonderful than your limited conscious mind could have conceived. Now, let me address a question that often arises. What about collective events or circumstances that affect many people, such as economic conditions, natural disasters, or political situations? Can my individual consciousness override these collective manifestations? The answer, paradoxically, is both yes and no. Collective events are the outpicturing of collective consciousness, the sum total of all individual consciousnesses participating in that reality. As an individual, you may not be able to completely override a powerful collective manifestation. However, you can certainly determine how that manifestation affects you personally. For instance, during an economic downturn, while many may experience financial hardship, others continue to prosper. During a pandemic, while many may fall ill, others remain perfectly healthy. The difference lies in their states of consciousness, in the assumptions they hold about themselves and their relationship to the collective event. So regardless of what may be happening in the world at large, you have the power to determine your own experience by controlling the state of consciousness from which you view and interact with the world. And the most effective time to establish that state of consciousness is as you drift into sleep. I want to emphasize that this principle is not opposed to taking physical action toward your goals. Action is an important part of manifestation. However, the action must come from the right state of consciousness. Action taken from a state of lack, fear, or doubt will not produce the same results as action taken from a state of confidence, abundance, and faith. The proper sequence is: first, establish the state of consciousness through your imaginal work before sleep. Then, During your waking hours, take whatever actions you are inspired to take from that state of consciousness. These actions will feel natural and effortless, and they will be far more effective than actions forced from a state of anxiety or desperation. Let me illustrate this with another example. A man who attended my lectures desired a promotion at his company. Instead of anxiously striving and strategizing, he began to use the technique I am sharing with you tonight. Each night, as he prepared for sleep, he would imagine his colleagues congratulating him on his promotion. He would feel the handshakes, hear the congratulatory words, experience the pride and satisfaction of having achieved his goal. Within a few weeks, he found himself naturally taking actions at work that showcased his abilities and value to the company. He was more confident, more innovative, more engaged. And yes, he received the promotion he desired. But the crucial point is this: his actions flowed naturally from his changed state of consciousness. He did not have to force them. Now, I want to address a deeper aspect of this principle. Thus far, I have spoken primarily about manifesting specific desires, specific objects, conditions, or circumstances. And while there is nothing wrong with such manifestations, I would be remiss if I did not point you toward an even higher application of this principle. Beyond the manifestation of specific things lies the manifestation of states of being. States such as peace, joy, love, abundance, and fulfillment. These states are not dependent on external circumstances. They are inherent qualities of your true self, your divine nature. When you use your pre-sleep period to enter into these states, regardless of your external circumstances, you are aligning with your true nature. And from this alignment flows a life of authentic happiness and fulfillment. Consider this: many people achieve their specific desires only to find that the happiness they expected to accompany these achievements is fleeting at best. This is because they have not addressed their fundamental state of being. They have changed their outer world without changing their inner world. Therefore, I encourage you to use your pre-sleep period not only to imagine specific desires fulfilled, but also to cultivate states of being that are inherently fulfilling. Imagine yourself feeling utterly at peace, completely loved, infinitely abundant. These states, once established, will not only bring you immediate joy, but will also attract into your life the precise people, circumstances, and events that resonate with these states. Let me share a profound truth. The universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Your external reality is a precise mirror of your internal state. Therefore, the most powerful way to change your external reality is to change your internal state, to change what you are. And the most effective time to make this change is in the drowsy, receptive state before sleep. In this state, you can bypass the critical faculty of your conscious mind and impress your new state directly upon your subconscious mind, which then proceeds to express this state in your outer world. I have observed that many people struggle with maintaining their imaginal scenes as they approach sleep. Their minds wander, or they fall asleep before they can fully immerse themselves in their scenes. If you experience this challenge, do not be discouraged. Like any skill, this one improves with practice. Begin by selecting a scene that truly excites you, that captures your interest and emotion. It is easier to concentrate on something that genuinely moves you than on something that leaves you indifferent. Also, if your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your scene without self-criticism. Each time you do this, you strengthen your ability to concentrate. Over time, you will find that you can maintain your imaginal scenes with greater ease and for longer periods. Another helpful practice is to spend a few minutes during your day imagining your scene. This familiarizes your mind with the scene, making it easier to recall and maintain as you drift towards sleep. Remember, the key is not perfect concentration, but rather the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Even a brief moment of genuinely feeling as though your desire is already a reality can be sufficient to impress your conscious mind. Now, I want to share with you a refinement of this technique that many have found extremely effective. As you lie in bed, preparing for sleep, begin by expressing gratitude for all that you already have. This establishes a state of abundance and receptivity, making your subconscious mind more open to the impression of your desire. Then, rather than merely visualizing your scene, actually feel yourself physically performing the actions within the scene. If your scene involves shaking hands with someone congratulating you on your success, feel your hand in theirs. If it involves walking through your new home, feel your feet making contact with the floor. This physical dimension adds a layer of reality to your imaginal act that powerfully impresses your subconscious mind. And as you immerse yourself in your scene, pay particular attention to the emotions you would feel if your desire were already fulfilled. Emotion is the propulsive force behind manifestation. A scene felt with intense emotion will manifest far more quickly and precisely than one merely visualized without emotional content. Let me emphasize once more. The feeling is the secret. When you can genuinely feel the reality or imagine seeing, when you can live within that scene as though it were physically present, you have mastered the art of manifestation. I have sometimes been asked, is there anything I should avoid as I drift into sleep? Yes, there are certain mental states that are counterproductive for manifestation. Avoid falling asleep in a state of worry, anger, fear, or resentment. These states just of joy, confidence, and gratitude will be impressed upon your subconscious mind and will manifest in your outer world. If you find yourself in a negative state as you prepare for sleep, take a few moments to shift your focus. You might recall a happy memory, contemplate something you appreciate, or simply focus on the rhythm of your breath. Any of these can help you transition from a negative to a neutral or positive state. I want to address another question that often arises. What about manifesting for others? Can I use this technique to help someone else? The answer is yes, but with an important qualification. When you imagine something for another person, you are not actually changing them. You are changing your concept of them. And since everyone in your world is yourself, pushed out a reflection of your own states of consciousness, changing your concept of someone will indeed result in them appearing differently to you. However, this does not override their free will. What you are doing is creating a version of them in your reality that aligns with your new concept. Whether they choose to embody that version in their own separate reality is up to them. So yes, you can imagine wonderful things for others, and you will indeed see those wonderful things manifest in your experience of them. But approach this with respect for their autonomy, holding the intention that your imaginal act serves their highest good. Now let me share with you an observation that may assist you in maintaining faith in this principle, even when outer circumstances seem to contradict your inner assumption. Manifestation often unfolds through what I call the bridge of incidents, a series of seemingly unrelated events that, in retrospect, can be seen as the perfect pathway to the fulfillment of your desire. During this bridge of incidents, it may sometimes appear as though things are moving in the opposite direction of your desire. An opportunity may fall through, a relationship may end, a project may fail. In such moments, it is crucial to maintain your faith in the reality of your imaginal act. These apparent setbacks are often the universe rearranging itself to deliver your desire in a way that your limited conscious mind could not have conceived. The job opportunity that falls through makes way for a far better one. The relationship that ends creates space for your ideal partner. The project that fails leads to a more innovative and successful approach. This is why blind faith maintained despite contradictory evidence is so powerful in manifestation. When you can hold steadfastly to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, regardless of outer appearances, you allow the bridge of incidents to unfold without interference from your doubts and fears. I encourage you to view the manifestation process as an adventure, a journey of discovery. Embrace the unexpected turns, trust the process, and know that every event, no matter how it appears in the moment, is leading you toward the fulfillment of your desire. Let me also address the concept of timing in manifestation. Many become discouraged when their desires do not manifest according to their preferred timeline. They wonder if they have done something wrong or if the principle itself is flawed. I assure you the principle is infallible. If you have genuinely impressed your subconscious mind with the feeling of your wish fulfilled, manifestation is inevitable. The timing, however, is not always within your conscious control. Your desire will manifest when all the necessary elements have aligned, when the bridge of incidents has been completed. This timing is determined by factors beyond your conscious awareness. The intricate web of relationships between all the people, circumstances, and events involved in your manifestation. Therefore, rather than fixating on when your desire will manifest. Focus on maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Live each day from the assumption that what you desire is already yours. In this way, you align yourself with the natural flow of manifestation, neither rushing it nor impeding it with your anxieties. I have observed that desires often manifest in what I call the Sabbath state of complete rest from your desire. This occurs when you have so thoroughly convinced yourself of the reality of your desire that you no longer feel any anxiety or urgency about it. You simply know that it is yours. And this knowing is so complete that the desire itself fades from your conscious attention. In this state of rest of Sabbath, manifestation often occurs with breathtaking speed and precision. So if you find that your desire has faded from your conscious thoughts, do not be concerned. This may well be the Sabbath that precedes manifestation. As we approach the conclusion of our discussion, I want to emphasize once more the fundamental principle at work here. Consciousness is the only reality, and your consciousness is the operant power in your world. What you assume to be true, what you feel to be real, will inevitably manifest in your outer experience. The drowsy state before sleep offers a unique opportunity to impress new assumptions upon your subconscious mind. In this state, when your conscious reasoning mind is at its least resistant, you can plant the seeds of your desires with extraordinary effectiveness. But remember, this principle is not limited to the pre-sleep state. It operates in every moment of your existence. Every state of consciousness that you occupy, whether in wakefulness or in sleep, is contributing to the creation of your reality. Therefore, I encourage you to be mindful of your states of consciousness throughout your state day. Are you dwelling in states of lack, fear, or resentment? Or are you dwelling in states of abundance, love? Whatever state you occupy will, with mathematical precision, be reflected in your outer experience. And when you retire to your bed each night, use that precious interval between wakefulness and sleep to deliberately enter a state that aligns with your desires. Feel as though what you want is already yours. Fall asleep in the conviction of its reality, and watch as the universe rearranges itself to accommodate your new state of consciousness. I tell you with absolute certainty, master this principle, and you will master your life. For when you understand and apply the law of consciousness, when you recognize your imagination as the creative power that it is, you become the deliberate creator of your own destiny. So tonight, as you prepare for sleep, decide what it is that you truly desire. Construct a scene that implies the fulfillment of that desire. Enter into that scene feeling its reality with all your senses. Fall asleep in the consciousness of your wish fulfilled. And know with unwavering faith that what you have imagined is now in the process of becoming your physical reality. For this is the true meaning of the scripture. Whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. Your imagination is the prayer. Your feeling is the belief. And your outer world is the receipt. Go now and create consciously. Go now and manifest deliberately. Go now and live the life you desire, for all things are possible to him who believes. Remember, the universe does not respond to your words or your wishes. It responds to your consciousness, to your state of being. And the state of being you enter as you drift into sleep is the most powerful of all. Tonight, ask the universe for what you desire by entering the state of consciousness that would be yours if your desire were already fulfilled. Feel it, live it, be it. And then release it to the unfailing law of consciousness, knowing that what you have planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind must, by law, grow into the harvest of your desire fulfilled. This is the way. This is the truth. This is the life.